Hello and welcome to episode 62 of Aico TV. I'm Lisa, Marketing Executive here at Aico, and in this week's episode we'll be joining one of our regional specification managers, Ben Malton, as he visits a home group in Welwyn Garden City to drop off our display boards to help with their training with their gas and electrical teams.
Good morning. Today we're in Welwyn Garden City with our client's home group. Today I'm dropping off some equipment for the electrical and gas teams to utilise for Toolbox Talks and for ongoing training. This brand new facility, it's going to be amazing. You know, it's going to provide a better service, faster turnaround for repairs for your customers with stock held, your training facility in here. Let's go over and have a look at what we bought and how you're going to use it. Brilliant, let's go.
Welcome Ben. So this is the main part of our new office, our new permanent home. We're really excited because we're going to be turning it into a store facility and also, most importantly, a training rig. So when we have new engineers coming in, we can then put them into the room, show them all the equipment we use, and it's just a really good space for us to provide a much better service for our customers and our permanent home.
We bought in quite a bit of kit for Nick and the team to use. First of all, Nick, we bought in this 140 series board. These are D2 alarms. We're going to test your training now, Nick. Why have we bought this particular one in for you?
So this is really useful because obviously D2 alarms are where there's a removable battery, so the emphasis is on the end user replacing it, which we're kind of going to be moving away from ideally because we want to be able to put in the non-changeable 10-year batteries. It takes all the onus away from the end user having to remember to replace the batteries, and it just means that we can confirm that it's going to be compliant for a much longer time. So much better unit to use rather than the other batteries.
Fantastic. Then we bought in the 3000 series board, and on here we've got the two of the multi-sensors here, the 3024 and the 3028. These are in your specification.
Yes,
so
that's right.
What will you be using this one for?
So again, really good technology. The reason I like these devices is because we're not putting up two separate devices in someone's house, and you know, if we can change that to just have one device in the kitchen, you know, the combined way is always going to be the better way forward. It's less obvious, and it just means that we've got all that great technology inside one unit.
Great, and hopefully your gas teams will also use this so that they can identify that ceiling mounted combined CO away from the
and this will be really useful as well, just to refresh their knowledge. Obviously we do gas checks every year. Them guys go in a lot more than the electric guys who go in every 5 years, so they are our ears and eyes, and you know, we really need to rely on them to bring back that right data. And in order for them to do that, we need to make sure that we train them correctly so they know what they're looking for. So this is why this is going to be so useful.
Fantastic. Well, here it is, the big training rig.
Yes.
What are you going to use this for?
So again, this is brilliant because it showcases all the devices that we can use and that home group do use. We only use Aico because we know how good quality products are, and this just showcases everything that we've got. So this would be a really good rig to be able to do the home coding. Strobe's really important along with the relay, because obviously if we have customers where they might be hard of hearing, we need a visual display to be able to show that the alarm is sounding, and also for our engineers to confirm that they are all interconnected and working as they should. Really nice piece of kit as well, especially for our customers, is the battery alarm controller. Just stops them from having to go up to step ladders. They might not have step ladders, they might have mobility issues, but obviously they need to be able to ensure that their smoke alarms are working. So with this piece of kit we can test all the devices from shoulder height or wherever it may be installed, but it's at a much more accessible space, not requiring any kind of access equipment to ensure they're all working. So this will be all the pieces of equipment we like to put in, and then really useful for training and refreshing as well. So if new technology comes in, or we need to kind of refresh how we home code to make sure they're all connected, this will be the rig we'll be using for our guys to make sure they're all together.
Fantastic. Then this one.
Really excited about this one. So Ben and I have been talking about this for some time. We have rolled it out across home group in certain areas, and we're soon to again pilot it in my own area now. And what's really good about this is it's the constant monitoring of air quality. It's also CO, but it's going to be a really useful tool for the complex damp and mold cases that we come across, giving us that hard data to kind of really understand what the cause is and give us that knowledge and that data to be able to rectify it for our customers, and ideally push down the damp and mold issues and get them resolved. So
that's it.
This is really important stuff. Really excited about this one.
Yeah, data is going to be absolutely key going forward.
So the new device that we've been looking forward to seeing and trying out is the 3030, and this would be ideal for situations where we need to put a device in where there is a fuel burning appliance, and especially in areas such as lofts where we might have solar installed, we might have a boiler in the loft, or any kind of equipment that requires to be monitored and make sure that there's a detector up there. This is the one that we'll be using. And again, in the property, if we've got a gas fire in the front room, we don't want to put separate devices up and take up valuable ceiling space when we can put everything into one unit and make it less of an eyesore for our customer.
Yeah, there's only one alarm to install.
One alarm to install.
And one alarm for the resident to test.
Exactly that, and I think it's going to be really good. And it'd be nice to be able to upgrade going forward as well, where we can take lots of devices down and replace them with the one. So it makes it a lot easier to maintain as well.
And going forward, all of these alarms, of course, with the module installed, will be compatible with the SmartLink gateway.
So we can put that in, and we can put the gateway in, and I think with the technology we've got, the monitoring that we've got, the new devices, it gives us a lot more insight into our customers' homes, which is so important, and making sure that they're warm, dry, and safe. So really going to help us with that.
Fantastic. Well, it's all yours.
Thank you very much.
I trust you with carrying on the Toolbox Talks.
Absolutely.
Don't forget, I'm always here. Expert installer for the engineers.
Yep.
Smart social homes for your asset managers.
Yep.
Your smart social homes for your void teams, your sustainability teams. And then, of course, we've got expert CO installer.
Yeah.
Really important.
And we'll utilise all of them because we look after everything at Home Group, and we do it all in-house, all self-delivery. So we always try to upskill our guys, always keep them refreshed. It all pays into continuous personal development, which is really important for them and for us, and it just means that we've got that assurance for the business that we know our guys are up to date and doing what they need to do.
And of course, as your portfolio grows, your team has to grow.
Absolutely.
So this ongoing training with the standards and regulation changes that are coming through thick and fast, we need to make sure that they're
That's the important one as well, Ben. I think sometimes regulation can change quite quickly, or it's not maybe published as well as it could be, and people miss it. And before you know it, you're behind on a regulation. You might have done some work that you then got to change at the cost of your cost. So it's really good to be ahead of it, and you guys are always letting us know when there's regulation change, and you keep our training up to date, which keeps us being as good as we possibly can. So it's really good.
Well, Nick, thanks very much for inviting me over this morning. I hope that kit is going to be really useful for you in your new home. As I say, you know where I am. Give us a call. We're always available for you. And it's really great that you guys are continuing the home life safety journey and keeping ahead of the education.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for your time. You're always welcome here.
Thanks
Thank you very much, Ben.
Cheers.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for watching this week's episode. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms, which are popping up on the screen now.